Hey guys, what's up? This is your girl, Miss B Finesse from Millennial Mindset, and I want to go over some breaking news. Derek Chauvin was sentenced to 22 and a half years in prison for the murder of George Floyd in the case that set off the largest civil rights movement in the U.S. for decades. Cashapp was on ABC News, and he said, quote, had they done sentences like this before, maybe Chauvin would not have thought he would have gotten away with it. Also, the Floyd family attorney, Benjamin Crump, calls for the U.S. Senate to immediately pass the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act after Chauvin's sentencing. You would have thought maybe that would have been passed already, but it's not. Um, the attorney Ben Crump said, this should not be the exception when a black person is killed by brutally by the police. It should be the norm. So just my opinion on that, or my viewer side of that. Seeing as I do have a background in criminal justice, I have a master's degree and a bachelor's degree in criminal justice and psychology. My view on this is that it's a long time coming. If you know anything about history and policing, going back to even the first policing, police were actually to make sure that the slaves did not leave their land, their property, and they didn't escape. So when you look at it forward, you kind of see a foreshadowing of the same type of thing. Even though they say, I think this year was maybe 200 black people that have actually got killed by cops, you still see the parallel. You see that policing is dealing with keeping people under control, keeping a certain demographic under, I guess you could say, a means of control, not doing certain things, teaching them a lesson. By all means, I don't believe that anybody should be shooting the police. I don't believe that there are bad police. I have family members that are police officers, so there are good ones. But when there's bad ones like this, then there needs to be laws and things passed of that nature to make sure these things don't continue to happen. It's a travesty if you really think about it. But with that being said, that's my view on that. I think that's pretty interesting. That just breaking news that just passed today that he got 22 and a half years. That was his sentencing. And we had Al Sharpton chiming in. We had Benjamin Crump, the civil rights attorney, chiming in, giving his view on that. There's a lot of people kind of chiming in. I'm looking through the chats and the tweets. Let's see, MTV News says, after more than a year of protests for justice and calls for police reform, on Friday, June 25th, former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin was sentenced to 22 and a half years for the murder of George Floyd. I also know they put up a statue in George Floyd's name. So, like I said, obviously everybody's feeling the same way. Maybe a lot of people feel solace for this and feel like this is enough, but obviously we all need to keep working towards the final goal, which is a humaneness with each other, treating everybody with respect, and really just delving in the history. That's what I really want to do with my channel, beyond the website and everything else, as far as the social aspect of it, the psychology of the mind, and why we do what we do. I really believe it is a social issue, and I think if more people talked about their misconceptions and we talked more, we could battle this going forward. Everybody could be working together to battle this, but there's a systemic issue that's going on and it has to be discussed. And I'll touch base on that more later. So if you guys have any questions, you guys can leave comments, and check my website out, MillennialFinesseMindset.com. And that's it, guys, for today. I'll try to come back with some more news, information, get my views on things. And other than that, you guys have a great day.